Good afternoon. My name is Tumi Tladi and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this video is the first video of mine you're currently watching, I'm gonna ask you to watch my other previous videos, my previous series. Trust me, there's absolutely nothing but the best quality content on this YouTube channel. And then with that being said, let's get down to business, shall we? Now, I'm on video number 11 of this Xamarin series. On video number 10, the focus was on commands. It was a very interesting topic. Please watch the previous video, commands. And now today, we're going to be covering this topic of connectivity view. It's a very interesting topic. Absolutely very interesting topic. So we're going to be covering this connectivity view. So why is it called view? Like connectivity view. In fact, even this guy, busy indicator, it's a busy indicator view. And I'll tell you why view. It's because in Xamarin, as much as we are, or as much as, well, in identical docs, I'm adopting MVVM architecture, well, I should say MVVMS, including the services. When it comes to the views, we have two types of views. We have content pages, and then we have content views. So what you're about to see, it's actually a view, so connectivity view. This is very, very important to show this, so you can also understand what goes into the pages and what goes into the views. So with that being said, let's get down to Visual Studio. We'll do a live demo in a second. So I'm gonna open shared project and I'm gonna go to the views and I'm gonna focus now on content views. I believe that's where it lives. There we go. We're gonna focus on this guy. So let's look at the code behind first. Is there anything of interest there? Absolutely nothing. It's just the constructor initializing the component. That's it. So we don't want to focus on the code behind, but we want to focus on the actual view. So this view, how it was designed, and then what goes into this view, it's very, 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 very important. And another thing, you're about to be introduced to busy indicator. You're about to be introduced to a busy indicator. Okay, so we'll talk about this because I want to open something that's of interest. It's a very short view, but I want to open, let's go to view models, not you, view models. I want to go back to base view model. We did cover this video, this topic on video number 9. Please watch the video. I believe it's the video number 93. Yes. So we said we'll talk about these three properties. I believe there are 3. Yes. So what do we have? We have, when do we show this connectivity? So that's the first property, which is connectivity underscore is visible. Now, the thing about me, how I program, I like to use underscore is visible or underscore is enabled, meaning that I'm utilizing the property itself after appending underscore. So connectivity is the main thing, but I want to know that can I toggle if it's visible or not. So that's what we have by default. It's false and it's of type of Boolean. The second property is going to be the message for that connectivity functionality or feature. The last thing is going to be the text color for the message for that feature or functionality, which is connectivity. So that's what we have here on what you call the base view model, because it's now being said globally can be utilized by any view model whatsoever, and we're about to demonstrate that. So but the way I want to do it, before I show off everything, I want to launch the app and I want to show you, oh, it was already running, and I want to show something that as I launch the app, it's going to a splash screen first. I want it to go to startup, but I want to remove application data so that it can go to terms of service. This is the busy indicator. We'll talk about that in the next video extensively. See, this page is a startup page. So what I want to do, I want to go and open application info. and then I want to go to storage. There we go. And I want to clear data, everything. It's okay. And then what I want to do, I'm gonna launch this app. Let's see if this theory is gonna pause. It's gonna now land to terms of service page. We did cover this in our previous video. Please watch it. I hope you're still following along. Okay, let's allow this guy for now. So there's a terms of service. We did cover it in our previous video extensively. But what I want to show is this connectivity view. This guy. So we said we don't care about code behind because it's practically empty, right? So briefly, why do we have this guy? So content view. This is not a content page. The page that you see right now on the app, live on the app, it's called terms of service page. So if I open terms of service page, let's just go to terms of service page. There we go. As you can see, the container for the page is content page, but the container for the view, it's called content view. There's a difference, but everything else is probably the same. Now, one of the things that we are bringing in as the namespace, or an instance to this guy, it's a busy indicator. So you're about to see that live. We'll make a video when we talk about this busy indicator view in the next episode. For now, just know that it comes from Syncfusion, right? So this is the entire namespace where it lives. Okay, so we have the busy indicator, we have the background. You see, I'm utilizing that app.xaml where I'm using static resource. It's going to use the color of dark gray, and then I'm just using absolute layout, and because this is very important to use absolute layout. And then do you see this guy is visible? So you see that it's now binded to where connectivity underscore is visible. Do you see this view being linked with the view model? Absolutely not. But if you look at the terms of service page, yes, it is linked to a view model of some sort, and that's how we use it, view model, to bind the context. But the connectivity view doesn't do that. Why? Because of this connectivity underscore, it's a visible property. It's globally on base view model. Right, cool. So that's the first thing to note. It's very important. So now what happens is that on this page, it's been told to be false on this page. It doesn't show up based on what we see on the view model, which is by default on this property. We are telling it, listen, by default, you're going to be false, right? So what else do we have? And then we have a stack layout as a container. Now I'm saying vertical options, you're going to end, and then horizontal options, you're going to fill and expand. You're about to see that in a couple of seconds or a minute. And then we have another chart of stack layout. And then what we have is that we have the orientation to be vertical. And then we have the background color. Obviously going to use the color of navigation bar. It's the same color for the background color, using static resource to talk to app.xaml. This file, we did cover this. So this is navigation. Where is it? Navigation bar. This is the color. Okay, so we did cover this extensively in its own video. Please watch the video. It's on this video. Yeah, this app.xaml. Okay, now then we have the actual busy indicator. I'm not going to talk about this guy in detail. Just know that you are about to see it. And then I have the label. So the busy indicator is a control from Syncfusion, and I have the label. And the label is a normal control in Xamarin.Forms, where the text itself, we are binding to a property called message underscore connectivity. Yes, we do have it from global variables. So this is the guy we have. And then lastly, we do have the text color. We are still binding it. Did you know that we can bind the text color? Did you know that? The truth is, while I was still learning this, I didn't know you can bind the text color. I didn't know that. But there's a lot of things you can do. So we can bind the text color connectivity again. It's gonna go to this text color, and then when we set, what exactly are we setting? Nothing major. Interesting. And then what we have the font size 14, font attribute is bold, horizontal text align is centered, and then we have the margin. So there's the connectivity view. Now let's go back to view model, or the base view model. And then on the constructor, when we subscribe to this event handler is gonna subscribe to this event handler, the actual current underscore connectivity changed. So what it does is that it's gonna call this method asynchronously check connectivity. So this is where we are. So right now, because we know, check this. Right now we know that it does have the internet connectivity because my phone is connected to, let's see, yes, to mobile data. So it's connected to mobile data. So meaning that it's gonna execute else if, because the if, it says if the connectivity, if the network access of the connectivity, it's not internet, do this, but we're gonna skip that. Instead, we're gonna use this guy, which is a network access of the connectivity equivalent to internet. So this is local and internet access, right? So this guy connectivity comes from Xamarin Essentials. So it provides connectivity and networking helpers, and one of them is this network access, which is various states of the connection to the internet. So here I'm dealing with the strictly internet, right? So what it does is that if it is internet, it's gonna say you're gonna show this guy, right? And then there's gonna be the message where it says internet connection found. The internet connection was successfully established, and the color, the text color, this is the text color that we're binding to, and then it's gonna show the toast. Now I'll come to the toast in a second, but then it's gonna delay for 5 seconds, and then it's gonna toggle this guy to be false, meaning hide it. But in a case where there's no internet, it's going to vibrate using this API from Xamarin Essentials. You will hear the phone vibrating in a couple of minutes. Provides an easy way to make the device vibrate. That's it, because I want you to feel it, that you don't have internet connectivity. And then we're gonna make it true, and we're gonna say internet connectivity, connection lost, and check internet connection, try again. And then this is gonna be the color, and it's gonna show toast message, where it says internet connection lost, check your internet connectivity and try again, and the color is gonna be red, right? Cool. Now, here's the thing. Here, after it shows that the connection to the internet was lost, it's gonna do this forever. But as soon as I restore it, it's gonna change to this guy. And then it's gonna delay for 5 seconds, and it's gonna show this guy back. So now this is show toast message. I'm not gonna do it yet because I said there's a video we're gonna be doing which is show toast message, but I'm not gonna focus on it. But I want to show you how it's been wired up. So let's do this live. Let's bring in this guy. So watch what happens when I turn off my mobile data. So I'm gonna do this. Check. Do you see that? It's even vibrating. Do you see that? There we go. So this is the connectivity view. What it does is show this guy the busy indicator. It's a different type of busy indicator from SyncFusion, right? The color is being manipulated. And then it says internet connection lost. And it says check your internet connection and try again. I hope you can see clearly. This is the guy that executed. This guy. He is the one that executed. Right. And then it did show there's a toast message. I just want to show that there's a toast message. I don't know if you can see with this icon. this icon. If I do this, there we go. It says identical docs, internet connection lost, but we'll cover that some other time, not now. So this is the guy I'm talking about. Cool. So it will do this forever, but it did vibrate. Do you see the background of what's happening on the rest of the page? So you cannot do anything. Unfortunately, can't do anything. You can't do anything, right? Now, check what happens when I restore. In fact, let me go and turn on my router. Okay, I quickly had to go and turn on my router, right? So I'm not going to turn the mobile data. I'm going to turn my Wi-Fi. So let's do this. Wi-Fi is on. So let's wait for it. Obviously. Just give it a couple of seconds to a minute or so. Well, this is very important because I had to test this extensively to make sure it works. You see, Tumi Tladi connecting. Yes, it connected. There we go. Look at it. Internet connection found. The internet connectivity connection was successfully established. For 5 seconds, it's going to disappear. There we go, and disappeared. So why did I want to show with the terms of service page? Good question. So let's now accept everything. Yes, I accept. Now, do you see now I'm on startup page? I want to do the same thing. I want to continue. Let me turn off the Wi-Fi. Check what's going to happen. It's even vibrating. It says internet connection lost. Check your internet connection and try again, right? It's going to do this indefinitely, right? Cool. So now I'm going to turn the mobile data on, not Wi-Fi. Mobile data on. Check what's going to happen. Couple of seconds. And then it was established, it was found. Five seconds, almost, and disappears. So this is what I want to show for this connectivity view. It's a very nice thing I did. Like I said, you learn about this connectivity and then what it can provide, like network access. This is the power of Xamarin Essential, thanks to Microsoft Teams. And like I said, I'll talk about this show toast in the next 2 episodes that we're going to be covering. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about. And what else? Yeah, that's it, basically. Globally, using this base view model class. With that being said, thank you very much. Let's meet on the next episode where we're going to be talking about this busy indicator view. It's a very, very important busy indicator view. There are multiple kinds of busy indicator view, but how do you bring it up? So this is going to be critical, and then we'll wrap up with this show toast messages. With that being said, thank you very much. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave a comment, and then if you like what you see on this YouTube channel, consider subscribing, because I promise that you're going to be exposed to some goodness. Great stuff. With that being said, thank you very much.